the Grand Empire in Ashley's office. Ashley sitting at her desk thinking. Till someone knocked on the door. And as the woman came in and Ashley saw it's her secretary. There's a Carter Graham here to see you. Send him in. And as the woman left, moments later, Carter came in. And Ashley saw. Carter, how are you? And as Ashley got up and went to where Carter is. And as they hug each other and pull away. I've been good. And you? Good. Trying to get back into the swing of things. So, what brings you here? I have an idea that I'd like to run with you. Meanwhile, at the Good Charm Ridge Manor in the living room, Karen's Lou Susan came in. And as she has the flashbacks back at the office of her and Bradley arguing. Karen, I am begging you, please. Our children. You and I are the most powerful couple in history. Well, I guess we're not so powerful, are we? Damn it, Karen. Warriors, I said get the hell out of my office. And as the flashback ends with Susan leaving a note and put it on the table. And as she got her purse and went and arrived at the front area and got the door, and it's Kyle. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital on the waiting room on the 4th floor, Annie's waiting till Joanna came to where Annie is. Oi, we need to have a chat. And as Annie saw and got up and faced Joanna just as she arrived where she is. What now? I'm only gonna say this once to you. Stay the hell away from my son. Sorry, Joanna. I'm afraid that's not your call. Meanwhile, in Frank's room, Gloria's sitting on Frank's empty bed. To her sister Vanessa came in. And Gloria saw just as she came and sat by her. Why is this happening? What do you mean? Losing our mom is a big blow to our family. I'm afraid there's more bad news. What is it? It's our dad. Meanwhile, in Aaron's office, Rachel, Aaron, and Will are talking. According to the PI, there's been a sighting up near San Diego. Not that it's for certain yet. You do think it's a clue, right? Yeah, I do. So I looked into it and it seems really good. I cannot believe this. Yeah, your daughter will be coming home. Is your PI here? Yeah, he is actually. And as Robbie came in, and Rachel, Aaron, and Will saw him. Hey, you two lot must be Rachel and Aaron, trusting I have news for you. Meanwhile, on the balcony, Emily's looking at the view. Tarita came out and went to where Emily is and arrived just as she saw her. What's wrong? It's Frank. Yeah, I heard about the accident. I see news travels really fast around here, and as Thomas came to where they are from the other side, and Rita and Emily saw him. Thomas! I was hoping you two wouldn't know the cause of my dad's death, do you? Meanwhile, at the Preston Ridge Manor in the chambers downstairs in one of the rooms, Linda and Josh are talking while Joshua's still chained up in bed. You couldn't be more wrong. Am I? Am I really? Then tell me this. Why are you so desperate that you kidnapped me? You're just a piece of what sitcom. Oh, can the drama already? It's just you and I. No need for the dramatic performance. Clearly, you have no idea to what I have in store for you. In fact, I might as well reveal to you since obviously you're about to die. That's a good one. You people really need to come up with a new catchphrase because it's really getting old. Shut up! I will not lose. The Collins about to make a major comeback and your family's about to be wiped out, and the best part is the plan's already set in motion. Yeah? And what would that be? I'm glad you asked. And as Linda went and got her iPad from her purse and came back to where Joshua is, who saw a video Really? How do I not know you didn't doctor that up at the last second? Why don't you watch it and find out? And as Linda turned the iPad on and pulled up the video and gave it to Joshua, who got it. And as he saw the video of Karen and Mildred in a cell in the hospital, and as Joshua looked at Linda, what the hell is this? Some twisted sick joke? No, I'm afraid it's not. And as Linda got the iPad back from Joshua, and as she went and put it back in her purse, and came back to where Joshua is. But is the beginning of the end, because the finale will be one finale you fools won't forget. And as Harold came in, and Linda and Joshua saw him. What is it, Harold? Your husband wants to see you, and it's very important. Watch him and don't let him leave your sight. And as Linda went and left the room. Meanwhile, a new kind of donut at the Hudson Ridge Manor Ridge abandoned. Let's get inside in the living room while Matt's looking at an article, while Nate's looking through the couch. By the way, thanks for setting my sister. I don't want nothing to happen to her. Yeah, let's go upstairs. And as Nate and Matt went upstairs, just as Maria and Justin came in, and Maria stopped Justin. What's wrong? And as Maria and Justin began kissing each other, and pulled back. I'm so sorry for being sick lately, but more important, thanks for not letting Nate get me on that plane back to Los Angeles. You're a fighter, Maria. I've always known since I met you. Well, you better brace yourself because I got some news that I need to tell you, and you're not gonna like it. Meanwhile, at the Grand Empire in Ashley's office, Ashley and Carter are talking. You want to open up a branch in Sweden? I've spoken to the agent there, and she feels that this empire's done so much that they want a piece of the action themselves. So I see. I believe there's many clients that come here. Justin Gaston, Bruce Walker, Susan Thornstor, and our very own Melanie Dawson, who's married to somebody who's a foxtail and all. But more I get it. All the more reason to expand. You. Yeah, I'm taking a break from my singing career. And as Isabella came in, then I'm telling you that's a big mistake. You are too fine to be running the show behind the curtains. In fact, I for one won't let you do it at all. And as Ashley and Carter turned and saw Isabella there. Meanwhile, at the Good Charm Ridge Manor in the front area, Karen, Julie, Susan, and Kyle are talking. Did I come at a bad time? No. I believe you came to meet Lucy about the recording contract or deal. She isn't here at the moment. Are you in a hurry to be somewhere? Well, as you know, I'm gonna be leaving here. What, on holiday? No, I'm actually moving to a hotel. You know what? Come in. I need someone to talk to. And as Kyle came in, and as Susan closed the door, let us head to the living room. And as Susan led Kyle to the living room, and as they arrived, can I get you something to drink? No, I'm good. So what's going on? And as Susan turned and faced Kyle, and as he faced her, Bradley and I are filing for divorce. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room on the 4th floor, Joanna and Annie are talking. Annie, I'm really not in the mood for games. Frankly, I don't give a damn about what you're in the mood for. I just lost both my parents and I really don't need this headache and grief from you right now. Is that why you're fulfilling the family legacy? To show your parents on how that is really none of your business. Wrong. You're married to my son. Don't you have a court case to tend to? Unless Casey summoned you here. You all are nothing but trouble. There will be if you don't back the hell off. And as Paul came to where they are, and Annie and Joanna saw him. And who the hell are you? I'm her brother, and you're not gonna insult my family. Not anymore. Meanwhile, in Frank's room, Gloria and Vanessa are sitting on Frank's empty bed talking. No. No way! This can't be! Yeah. I'm so sorry. Really? Cause it seems not too long ago, you didn't give a damn. Mom and Dad killed my husband and made me believe my world fell apart as I know it. Hell, I almost married Richard. So Karen had her way and stopped it by bringing my husband back. And as Claire came in, and Vanessa and Gloria saw her. What is it, Claire? I assure you both that we're investigating and we're gonna find the culprit who just— Oh, save it already, Claire, really. You and your husband and everybody else in this town can't help but feel glad that our parents are finally gone. As much as you feel like we think that way, it's really not the case. Just find the person who did this. And as Jeff came and knocked on the door, and Gloria, Vanessa, and Claire saw him. Walk with me, Vanessa, while Gloria and her husband had some one-on-one. And as Vanessa got up and went to where Claire is, and as they both walk out, just as Jeff came to where Gloria is, and as she got up, just as he arrived, and they began hugging each other, and as Jeff held Gloria in his arms. Meanwhile, in Aaron's office, Rachel, Aaron, Robbie, and Will are talking. So Robbie, is this lead legit? So far, yes, but to be on the smart side, I will go check it out myself. You think the Collins is setting a trap? That's why I'm going. Meanwhile, we have to keep looking just in case. And as Will went and sat at Aaron's desk and logged in Aaron's PC and looked for information, while Robbie came to where Rachel and Aaron is. I want to talk to Yolanda. You sure that's a good idea? I'm, for one, not afraid of her. Besides, most of her crew is gone. Not exactly. And as Will got up and came to where they are. But I believe Adria may be able to help us. Meanwhile, on the balcony, Emily, Rita, and Thomas are talking. As much as I hate that son of a bitch, and I do as well, but overall, we didn't kill— I know you two didn't. I mean Adam and Kyle. Thomas, you must have a lot of questions on your mind. The thing is, you don't know what I'm thinking at all right now. And also, I'm not too certain I believe Adam was the one who just— my husband left town, so he did Diddy now. Kinda convenient if you ask me. Lucky for you, I have bigger fish to fry at the moment, but rest assured, I will not rest till I see whoever killed my parents go down. And as Thomas turned and head back inside, while Rita and Emily continued talking. Still have feelings for him? He's just venting, but again, on what he said, yes, I know. I can imagine Adam would lie to me about leaving town, and then, well, there's got to be more to what's going on. Actually, there is. And as Rita and Emily turned and saw Casey and Richard at the entrance of the balcony. Meanwhile, at the Preston Ridge Manor in the living room, Linda came in and saw Wayne on his iPhone with Cassie there. Yeah. And as Wayne turned and saw his wife there. Look, I gotta go. Just keep me posted. Alright, and as Wayne hung up, what's going on? We're going to the accident. Okay. From the news, it sounded like Frank was thrown out the window of his car. We just happen to have a lot of close leads. That is why we need to speed this plan of ours fast. Oh, we will. How's your plan? Your husband will fill you in on the new details on the way. Excuse me? What did you say to me? Let's go. And as Wayne let Linda out, just as Cassie's iPhone rings, and she got it and saw who it is and answered it. Hey you. Where are you right now? I'm actually on my way home. Okay, I'll meet you there. Will do. And as Cassie hung up. Meanwhile, in the chambers downstairs in one of the rooms, Harold and Josh are talking, while Joshua's still chained up in bed. What? Must be sad. Sad? Yeah, you heard me right. Sad. That you reduced to being somebody's bitch. whenever Linda or maybe once. You don't know what you're talking about. I think I do, mate. Seeing you following commands, I make my own decisions. One that nobody gives a damn. Shut up, or I'll kill you myself. Then do it already. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mimi or Linda has to tell you if you ask me. Look, I don't need anyone telling me. Really? And as Joshua slowly began unlocking himself. Yeah, you heard me correctly. What's wrong, Harold? Did I touch a nerve? Am I making you mad? Too bad. Because you or that family has no idea of the mistake you've done. Meanwhile, in New Caledonia at the Hudson Ridge Manor, which is abandoned. Meanwhile, let's get inside upstairs where Matt and Nate are searching the one room. You mind if I ask you something? Sure, what's up? You and Maria were together for quite a while. Yeah, most of my high school years. Why? Have you ever thought about marrying her at that time? Well, not till my senior year. She and I have been through a lot. No thanks to my ex-girlfriend Kayla trying to come between us. Wasn't you and Kayla dating first? Yeah, we was. Till I become friends with Maria. Even though I told Kayla I only loved her, she continued to push me away by being threatened by Maria. And what ended us is when she pushed her down the stairs exactly. Thing is, man, when I met Maria, she changed my world in ways I couldn't forget. Are you two back? I don't know. As long as my brother's in the picture, I'm not even certain she and I are still married. Oh my God. What is it? And as Nate came to where Matt is, and as he's discovered a safe that's partially open. That's strangely odd. Meanwhile, in the living room, Maria and Justin are talking. What is it? I saw a doctor while you were shopping. I had to. Okay, what's going on? And as they went and sat on the couch and faced each other. Well, they did some sort of tests and told me the reason to why I've been sick lately. Oh my God. Are you saying that? Yeah, I am. Finally, you and I are gonna have a baby, which means you get a second chance at being a dad. You have no idea of how happy I am, which is why I decided to stay married to you. Meanwhile, at the Grand Empire in Ashley's office, Ashley and Carter are surprised by Isabella's arrival. Isabella and as Ashley got up, now is not the time. He is a talented person, and as Isabella went and closed the door and came back to where they were. Who wants to give back to the community? You are giving back to all the fans who listen and purchase your music. Do you know what he's doing? Yeah, opening a branch in Sweden when we can have whoever's living there to take control of it. Look, I'm telling my nana because I'm leaving tonight. Really? Look, Isabella, it's my decision. And as Carter got up and turned and went to where Isabella is. Look, I love you as my aunt, but I have to do this. Fine. It seems everybody I've known is leaving town. Don't make this into a big deal. What I was gonna say is, I understand. And as Carter and Isabella hug each other and pull back. Look, you know I'll be here to visit anytime you want. And that doesn't mean the people you love are leaving. I know. I better go. Call me when you're there. Will do. And as Carter turned and left the room, while Isabella turned and faced her mom. Really, Isabella? Meanwhile, at the Goodcharm Ridge Manor in the living room, Terrence, Willie, Susan, and Kyle are talking. Wow, I keep hearing that you two were the most powerful couple in the world. Yeah, that's what everyone keeps saying. You don't think that all I know is I need to live my life without having somebody around to bug me and all. Can I be honest with you? Sure. I think you're better off without Bradley in your life. You deserve someone who cares about you in every way. Someone who doesn't bug you when you don't need it.
You're right. To be honest, I'm really in the mood for distraction. Something that'll make my husband back off.
And what's that?
This. And as Susan pulled Kyle into a passionate kiss.
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital on the waiting room on the 4th floor, Joanna, Annie, and Paul are talking.
Oh, right. Paul Collins. Well, aren't you a chip of the... Or can you just leave? My family owns this place, just so you know.
Well, you'll be happy to know that both my parents died. Not that you care or give a damn.
I'm getting a case together. So when we find the culprit, then why the hell are you still standing here?
And as Joanna turned and walked away, while Annie and Paul continued talking. You okay?
Yeah. Thank you for coming to my rescue.
I think we need to take this into our own hands here. Meanwhile, in Frank's room, Gloria and Jeff are still in the hug. And as they pull back and face each other, I'm sorry.
It seems most of this town is glad that my parents are gone. And even you.
I didn't say that.
It's fine. My brother Alex and Nate has done so much damage to your family.
Not as much as your parents.
You know, part of me is happy, but they didn't deserve to die. Not like this.
And as Joanna came and knocked on the door, and as Gloria and Jeff turned and faced Joanna,
hey, first things first, sorry for your loss. If there's anything I can do, I want to go home.
Okay, let's go. We'll talk later, Mom. And as Gloria and Jeff went and left the room. Meanwhile, in Erin's office, Rachel, Erin, Robbie, and Will are talking.
Yeah, I don't know if I can trust Adria after everything she put us through.
I know she came out to be very Wayne and Linda had her on her payroll. And as Erin sent Song Wong's wife. What's wrong, Rachel?
Yolanda. I mean, even though my mom had Carl and Yolanda sign a waiver not to reveal the origins to how our missing daughter was born,
I don't think you have to worry about her blabbing away to anyone.
Let's go visit her.
Why don't you stay and check on Kristen and see how she's alright? Just keep me posted. Will do. And as Will turned and walked out of Erin's office, while Robbie, Rachel, and Erin continued talking. You two ready for this? And as Erin looked at Rachel, you ready?
Yeah, I am.
And as Rachel looked at Erin, and as they both look at Robbie,
let's do this.
And as Rachel, Robbie, and Erin all went, I left Erin's office with Erin close to the door. Meanwhile, on the balcony, Emily, Rita, Casey, and Richard are talking.
Richard? Casey? Did you hear? Hear what?
Frank was discovered by the freeway. What happened?
Frank was found what appears to be thrown out of his car.
And as Richard has a flashback at the empty parking lot where Frank is heading towards his car, with Richard following him not too far. Oi! And as Frank stopped and turned and saw Richard, who came to where he is. I am sick of you trying to tear my family apart and all. That's what I was born to do. And what your family did to my wife, that had nothing to do with us, and you know it. Says the liars you truly are. But you fools will be wiped out soon. And as Frank turned and arrived with his car and opened it and got in and closed the door while Richard's watching. Not if I wiped you out first. And as the car drove away, just as Casey came to where Richard is.
You okay?
Yeah, I need your help. And as the flashback ends.
Are you okay, Richard? You kind of spaced out.
Unbeknownst to them, Vanessa came out and saw Casey, Richard, Emily, and Rita talking. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Thomas' apartment, Cassie came in
And as she closed the door and head to the living room and have a flashback back at the present rich manner of her and Wayne talking. Thomas and I are staying married. You don't want to touch me and you don't want to piss me off. The new plan stays. Thomas stays with me and that's final. And as the flashback ends with Thomas coming in. And as he closed the door, just as Cassie saw him and went to where he is. Just in time for them to begin hugging each other. Meanwhile, at the freeway, Linda and Wayne are looking at the accident site while cops of forensics are scaling the area. I cannot believe this with my own eyes. Yeah, this looked like some freak accident, one that you see in those destination movies. Only this time, it happened for real. And this wasn't some destination thing. This was planned and calculated, and we both know which family who done this. I cannot believe how low they sink. What are you gonna do? Trust me, I've already got a plan in mind. Meanwhile, at the Preston Rich Manor in the chambers downstairs in one of the rooms, Harold and Joshua are talking while Joshua's still chained up in bed, slowly unlocking himself. Spare me the threats. Tell me, Harold, do you enjoy doing this as your life goes by as you know it? Yeah, I do. I enjoy my job very much. Really? And you don't give a damn to be in the crossfire when push comes to shove? I have loyalty, which I'm sure you have in protecting your family. Well, apart from not raising your son loose. Dude, you really don't want to go there right now. Why not? I speak the truth. You were married to Nicole for like a minute and all, and you are, well, how should I say, lack in being a depend. Maybe I am, but here's what I'm about to do. What's that? This, and as Joshua smacked him with the metal chain, and as Harold falls to the floor, just as Joshua finished freeing himself. And he got up and went and kicked Harold in the stomach. Tell your flock it's gonna take a lot more to capture me. And as Joshua went and left the room. Meanwhile, a new cutter donut at the Hudson Rich Manor, which is abandoned. Meanwhile, let's get inside to upstairs in the room where Matt and Nate are looking at the safe that's partially open. Should we look in? I have a feeling somebody knows that we're here and they're expecting us to look in. Why don't we play into their plan? That way we can counter it. Okay. And as Matt got his flashlight out and turned it on and shine it on the safe, just as Nate opened it fully, and they saw a notebook along stacks of money. And as Matt got one of the notebooks and opened it, and as they began reading it, and as Matt flipped the page, and there's a picture which they got. Oh my god, that's impossible. Meanwhile, in the living room, Maria and Justin are talking. You really mean that? Of course I do. There's nobody else other than you. You and I belong together. I've always known that. Same with me. I knew when we were trapped in that storage that I see a life with you. It's always been you. And as Maria and Justin about to kiss each other, till Matt came in. There you are, and as they pulled away and turned and saw Matt there. What is it? There's something you need to